Hey guys, so in this video, I want to talk about why I think a lot of Pokemon investors right now are moving away from fundamentals and they're focusing way too much on the short term when we need to have a much longer term mindset. And I think as well as, most other PokeTubers play a part in this. We are kind of at fault. And the reason for this is when we make content, right, the things that get the most views are often the newer, flashier sets that everyone's talking about, right? So right now that would be Surging Sparks, Prismatic Evolutions. If I make a video talking about, Chilling Rain, or if I make a video talking about Brilliant Stars, or if I make a video talking about something in Sun and Moon or XY, it's not getting nearly the same amount of views as it's getting for something on Surging Sparks or Prismatic Evolutions. These newer sets, they're hot. Everyone wants to talk about them. They're focused on them. And, it's exciting, right? Like a new set comes out. It's looking incredibly promising. People, it's human psychology. We always want the newest, flashiest thing. So it makes sense why those get the most views, right? But if you're in Pokemon investing for the long term, you're here to make money. You're here to make the most money possible. It makes sense to have a longer term mindset and to be reasonable with your investments, right? So people are still buying Surging Sparks at $200 a booster box, okay? Like average daily sold over the past month, 115 boxes. And it's flattening out around 200 bucks. And I mean, if you go to Hobbiesville in Canada, these guys have currently 124 boxes of Surging Sparks available for order on their website. I'm sure they have more than this. But if you look at other sets, right? Only 25 of Twilight Masquerade, 113 of Temporal Forces, Paradox Rift. I think they only have 7 boxes right now. Yeah, 10 Silver Tempest, 14 Astral Radiance, 84 Battle Cells, 2 Vivid Voltage, right? So no Brilliant Stars, no Fusion Strike, no Lost Origin, no Chilling Rain, no Evolving Skies. Nothing basically from Sword and Shield other than some of the later sets which weren't as popular like Silver Tempest and Astral Radiance. So, Sword and Shield is basically gone, guys, but you can still get it at a decent price. Okay, so we're going to look at it. Chilling Rain, $230, up 50% this year. Lost Origin, $240. Brilliant Stars, $190, like less than Surging Sparks. Astral Radiance, $180, much less than Surging Sparks, 10% less. Evolving Skies, obviously the big one, almost $900 right now. And yeah, I mean, it's selling over $900, close to 1,000, guys, the past couple days. Insane on TCG Player. I imagine this is actually going to go over 100 during the TCG Cyber or Black Friday sale, which is coming up, tomorrow, right? When you get 10% score credit, it's probably going to go over $1,000. We'll see sales there. Silver Tempest, 46% up this year, almost $170. And again, this is still available on the Pokemon Center, which we'll get to in a second. And then Fusion Strike, $250. So the point I'm trying to make here is these Sword and Shield sets are in high demand. People want to open them. They love these sets. They love the Gengar. They love the Espeon from Fusion Strike. They love the Giratina from Lost Origin. They love the Lugia from Silver Tempest. Everyone likes, the Fire Chicken. That's a joke. That's a joke. Some people don't like the Fire Chicken, but hey, you have the Moltres in there. Lots of other alt art cards. Charizard from Brilliant Stars, right? The Machamp from Astral. Tons of really awesome alt arts that people love. And we're not even going to talk about Evolving Skies because, that goes without saying. But the point is, would you rather buy a set like Surging Sparks at $200 a box that's more than likely, and I mean, very likely in this sense, going to get reprinted? We could even see this come down to the 120s, 130s, 140s. It depends how aggressively Pokemon wants to reprint booster boxes, right? Now, that could not happen. Maybe it just never gets a reprint. That's always possible. But it's very likely that it will be reprinted. And do you really want to buy this right now at $200 when it's going to be in rotation for the next 2 years or so? When you could buy Fusion Strike probably somewhere between 230 and 250. It's out of rotation. It's not going to get reprinted. And every single day there's going to be less and less of this on the market. And I made a video a week ago talking about a lot of these sets. And in that video, I showed on eBay how, there were so many boxes before we got to like 400 Canadian boxes. A lot of those are already gone, right? So the lowest listed right now is 360 Canadian pre-tax, which is about 255 USD. So, and again, pre-tax, so you're going to be paying 265-ish, 260, 265 after tax. And a lot of the boxes before you get to a $400 box are gone, right? Like we're almost there at 400 Canadian. Then we're at, basically 280 USD. And then before long, you're at with tax and stuff like 420 Canadian. You're getting close to 300 USD, right? So it's not going to take long before we're at 300 USD for a lot of these boxes. And Fusion Strike will be the one more than likely to get there before Lost Origin and Chilean Rain. If I had to guess, it will be Fusion Strike, then Lost Origin, then Chilean Rain, just by what I see on the market and how many boxes are out there. But once that happens, Brilliant Stars and Astral probably move into the 200s. I would just imagine, and especially considering that Fusion Strike is now out on the UK site of the Pokemon Center website, people are going to be buying out the Brilliant Stars and Astral quicker. And then once these sell out, those will continue to move as well. So buying these sub $200 or low 200s to me just makes much more sense than buying Surging Sparks at $200 right now. It makes more sense than paying $100 for Prismatic Evolutions ETB. And again, I understand that Prismatic might be a set that rivals Evolving Skies. The SIRs and IRs we've seen are unbelievable, so it would make sense, but we got to consider again, that's going to be a specialty set. It's going to be reprinted more than likely. People are paying ridiculous amounts right now for pre-orders. The set doesn't even come out until what, January or, no, March or no, when does it come out? January, I think. So, we're so, tense and anxious about these sets that haven't even come out yet when, if you just log into eBay and you look at some of these sets right now that you can buy at a halfway decent price still, it just makes sense to get these, right? So, and that's just my opinion. You guys might disagree with me, but if you go to the Pokemon Center website, I would imagine, okay, if you look at the most relevant, so these are probably the ones that are going to sell out the quickest. I would wager that if you bought a Silver Tempest booster box at MSRP on the Pokemon Center right now, for 143 SD or whatever it is, you will outperform Surging Sparks booster boxes at $200 if you bought at 200 over the next 12 months. I would wager that. Same thing with these Fusion Strike build and battle kits. Buying these at MSRP right now, you would probably do better percentage wise than buying Surging Sparks at $200 USD over the next 12 months. Every single day, there is going to be less and less Silver Tempest and Fusion Strike on the market. Whereas, with Surging Sparks, that's likely not going to be the case, and we will see reprints coming. So, in the long term, this probably isn't super relevant if you have a 15, 20-year mindset. But in the shorter term, mid to slightly long term, like the next 5 to 6 years, it still might be better to buy these or these compared to the Surging Sparks booster boxes, just depending on how much of we see of this game reprinted, right? It really depends what Pokemon does, and we just don't know yet. So for me, I feel comfortable, more comfortable picking up Fusion Strike, picking up Lost Origin, picking up Chilling Rain right now at slightly elevated prices compared to Surging Sparks than going all in on Surging Sparks at this price or going all in on Prismatic at $100 in ETB. But you guys let me know. Maybe I'm just out in left field. Maybe I'm just being too wacky and too bullish on Sword and Shield, and I'm just not with the times at this point. But I think if you buy out a lot of these things, you're going to do better than Surging Sparks over the next 12 months. Just because I think reprints are coming. But you guys let me know in the comments down below what you think. If you're getting any value of this content, again, 70% of you guys still aren't subscribed to the channel. So, if you could subscribe, it means a lot to me. But if not, all good as well. Thank you guys again. Stay safe wherever you are in the world, and I'll catch you in the next one.